Hey guys, come with me to go wherever the sun takes me. So I sometimes struggle between which primer to use for my when I'm doing my makeup, but we're gonna go with the Power Grip. As you can see, we are running low because she does what she's supposed to do. Mind you, I have the Milk primer also, and I sometimes mix the two. But because we're dealing with good weather today, we don't really need that much today. We're gonna go with Power Grip. Let's go. Next is my favorite Fenty foundation. If you guys have any recommendations of other foundations, put me on. Put your girl on. I usually just do 2 drops of that. Going in. I don't do foundation under my eye, just concealer. And I do like a little dibble dabble on my forehead, but nothing too much. See? Very cutesy. Next, I have my 420 concealer that I go in with. And this is usually, and as you guys can see, I am running a little low. So Fenty, Hook Your Girl Up. I've been using Fenty since I been allowed to wear makeup. Well, not really allowed to wear makeup, but since they came out. So Fenty, Hook Your Girl Up. Fenty is that girl. Before every step that includes blending, I use my Morphe setting spray to just go in. So spray a little bit. We're gonna get to it. Next, I also have this new Morphe blush that I want to try out, but I think I'm gonna use it as my surface blush because I like to add a base blush before I add my second layer of concealer. So this will be my blush on top. But as far as my base blush, I'm using this Juve palette to go in a little. And I usually just do a little dabble over my eyelids just to just blend it in there. And because I have high cheekbones, I like to keep pushing them up when I'm doing my makeup. So let's see. Next, I'm going in with my 400 Fenty concealer to just convey the bright under eye. She is that girl. She's getting everything she needs to get. And by she, me. Very good. Blend. I personally use a blush for every set because as I get better with doing my makeup, it's just like I'm doing more research and I'm finding out that when you use a blush, your makeup stays on more as opposed to using a sponge. The sponge absorbs the foundation in your product as opposed to the brush, you get more on your skin or just wherever you're trying to apply your makeup if you use a brush. I have this Ruby contour palette. She does whatever she needs to do sometimes. And I usually go in with the darker shade on my cheeks. And then I go in with this warm shade for my nose. Next, I have this powder foundation from Lancome. I use it to set my under eye and just press it all in together. And she smells really good. I also have very oily skin. So whenever I start setting, I make sure I'm like super tedious with it. And then I have this Morphe pink setting powder. Oh my gosh. And it's crazy because I got this as a try product because I wanted to see what it would give because I'm such a blush girly and I'm going back for a bigger version. So Ulta, you will be seeing me soon. And for your powders, it's important to use a sponge because if you put it on a brush, it'll just fly away in a sense. So it applies on better. And the thing about this setting powder is that it's pink, but it's not too pink. So you can still, if you don't want to go for a super Barbie doll look, you don't have to. She does that, honey. She does everything she needs to do. I also have my Fenty powder foundation that I'm gonna go over with to blend. Next we have this simple mascara. And then also for my eyebrows, I'll do a little. And then go over. I don't really like to do too much when it comes to my eyebrows because I microbladed them a couple years ago. And it still does what I need it to do. And sometimes I'll probably just go under it with some concealer just to make sure it's popping and does what it's supposed to do. But I don't do too much. And we are looking good. After that, we got a couple more touch-ups and that is it. Next, I have my NARS palette. I'm gonna touch up my contour. And I also have like a little, I wouldn't really say birthmark, but a black mole right here that I don't like to cover up. Take a little bit of makeup off of it so it can shine bright like the diamond that it is. And then I have one down in here too, but that one's a little hard to find. After that, I'll go back through a little bit of makeup. But she usually makes a drastic difference. Ooh, child. We're gonna go ahead and set with our Morphe setting spray. Now let's get into my lip combo, my favorite part about doing my makeup. I usually make sure my lips are super dry, nothing's on my lips, and then we get in. I have my lip combo products. Starting off, I have this Latte Luxe lip liner from Marviano. And if you make sure your lips are super dry, I feel like your combo stays on longer. And she usually stays on for a couple hours, so she gets the job done. Next, I have my LA Color lip gloss. She's super pink, so she gives me the base that I need. And I'm usually just a little light-handed with it. We are coming together already. Don't be scared, guys. It's gonna come together. Next, I have Marviano again. It's a hydrating lip shine. And then my Rimmel London. This is my holy grail. I need 15 of these on me at all times. I travel with this. It's my baby. Because look at what she does. Look. Now, let's get into this new Morphe blush that I got. Super excited. Gosh, I gotta dig her out. Ooh, child, get up. Damn, I'm fighting. Finally. She better be worth it because I feel like I was just fighting with that packaging. Like, Jesus. Ooh, she's good. She looks really good. Because she looks so good and new, we're gonna use a clean brush to go through with this. Super velvety. A little bit up here. Of course, we're gonna need a little blend action, but I'm gonna blend it into here. Let's see what she's giving. I love her. She gives off like a smooth texture look. Like, I like her. She's super cute. Real tasty, real good. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see y'all soon.